Today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate Italian cracker, taralli. These are very popular in Puglia. Every restaurant you go to, they're in the bread basket. They look really simple, but they're really addicting. They're easy to make. There's just a few ingredients. You probably already have the ingredients to make them. So let's put them together. So the first thing we're going to do is go over ingredients. We have some 00 flour here, a dry white wine, olive oil, and salt. So there's really just 4 ingredients here. And if you want, you can add other flavors to this, but we're keeping them really simple. We're making the classic taralli. So the first thing we're going to do is go into a large bowl with some flour. And what I like to do is make like a little well in the center, kind of like when you're making fresh pasta. Make a nice little circle in the center so that we could put the wine and the olive oil in there. So this looks pretty good. So now we're going to go in with some white wine, some olive oil, and some salt. And that's really it for ingredients. So now we're going to go in with a fork and start working the edges and the sides, bringing it into the oil and kind of mixing everything together. And then eventually in here, we'll start to form a nice sticky dough. And you can see here that the dough is getting harder and harder to work with as you pull more flour from the sides. And this dough actually has a really low hydration. So it's best if you work it this way instead of just throwing the olive oil and the wine right in. Just kind of working it little by little adding more flour. And then ultimately you're going to have to get your hands in here and work it. But we're just trying to do our best with the fork, because it's easier. And now I'm going to bring the last of the flour on the sides in and try to see how much further I can go with the fork. Get it all in there. And now the dough is really coming together. It's thick. So I'm going to get rid of the fork. We're going to have to go in with our hands. Get all this flour off the sides here. Just kind of work it. And this is really the old school way of doing it. Obviously, if you have a mixer, it would be a little easier, but it's actually not that hard to do here. We're just kind of working it now. Bring in the remaining flour in. So you pretty much have to work the dough for about 10 minutes to help develop the gluten. And this would be the point right now if you wanted to add some spices. A lot of people like to add fennel or crushed pepper, onion. There's a lot of different variations of taralli. So this would be the point right now where you could just sprinkle in some crushed pepper, black pepper, fennel, rosemary, onion. This would be the point where you would add those things in and work it into the dough. But I really prefer the classic olive oil version. They're simple. I like to kind of enjoy it with just like a glass of wine. At night, you could pour yourself a glass of wine, have a few taralli. I mean, there's really nothing better than that. And I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of these restaurants, they serve the taralli with the bread basket. So it's, if you come to Puglia, taralli are everywhere. And once you work this for about 5-10 minutes, we're going to let this rest for 10 minutes. So you can see here the dough is really coming together nice. It's smooth. And we've done a lot of work all by hand here. Even if I spread this out, you could see. You could work it. The dough is nice and smooth. I'm sure the heat out here kind of helps. I think we picked the hottest day to make these. It's about 100 degrees. So I'm sure the heat is really helping this dough form. Usually at home we have to actually work it for 10 minutes, but I've only been working this for about 5 and it's pretty good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this rest for about 10 minutes and then we'll start cutting it up. So the dough's been sitting for about 10 minutes. Now we're going to cut and roll. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut a piece off of this dough. We'll set this aside and I'm going to roll this out just like this. You want to kind of make it even here. And this is where you kind of have the freedom of how big or small you want to make the taralli. The idea is to kind of make them all the same size though. So I'm just going to keep working my way all the way to the end here. It's definitely, you know, takes a little time. All right, just like that. I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to roll it just like that. And then we're just going to close it up. And that's it. So we're just going to repeat until we have all of them done. You want to kind of roll them out smooth, just like this, and then cross it over. And after spending the past month in Puglia, I've noticed that everybody makes taralli a little different. So it definitely varies from house to house, from one brand to another brand. I started looking at the ingredients. Some companies like to mix olive oil and sunflower oil. They'll mix different oils to create different textures. But what we're doing here is we're just kind of keeping it classic. Traditionally, they're made with just olive oil. But obviously, you can experiment at home. You can cut the oil with different oils to create different flavors. But if you use a quality olive oil in this, that's all you really need. And I'm probably going to have camera lady stop filming and come help because we have a lot of taralli here and it's hot. So we're going to start cooking now, and I have a pot of boiling water over here. And these are kind of interesting because you boil them first and then you bake them, so they get like a double cook, kind of similar to like a bagel. So we're going to go in with a few at a time. Now we're pretty much just going to repeat it until we have all these boiled. So we got all the taralli boiled, drained on the cloth. What we're going to do now is we're going to put them on some parchment lined baking sheets, and then we'll pop them in the oven. So we're going to kind of arrange them on here, just kind of give them a little space so they could bake nicely. Just like that. And I feel like if you're going to make these, definitely make a lot because A, they go quick. You know, you could eat like a lot of them without even noticing it. And two, you probably want to give some out, share some with your friends and family. And these are great too because they stay fresh for a few weeks. So you don't have to rush to eat them. So I recommend making a big batch when you make them. And then if you like, you can experiment with different herbs, different spices. You could kind of like split the batch in half and do half with fennel, half with crushed red pepper, or just do them plain like we like them. I only have 2 trays here and I have a really small oven. So there's going to be a lot of baking. I mean, we really picked the best day to bake these. It's super hot, but these are going to come out so good and it'll be worth it. So these are going into the oven, 375, for about 25 minutes. And when we come back, I'll have them all done. So we just cooked our first round of taralli. I got another round to make, but I figured I'd show you this for now. They came out great. We got about 50, 60 here. And I have another 50, 60 inside. So you're going to get around like 100 taralli if you follow this recipe. And you could tell like these are really home style. These are homemade. And then if you look at these, if you look at these over here, they're all exactly the same. Like these are store-bought taralli. And then if you look at ours, they're more rustic and you can see that, you know, they're more homemade. And most importantly is the crunch. They're really good. Okay, I'll pick a few of these up. And you can see we kind of cooked these perfectly. They're nice and golden. The bottom has a nice little color. The top, they're just great. And like I said before, these will stay fresh for about, put them in like an airtight container. They stay fresh for about 2 weeks, I would say. And just a great snack. So definitely try this recipe. And if you like this, I also have some lemon cookies. You might be a baker. Those are really good. Give those a try. And if you try them, let me know how you like it in the comments. Don't forget to hit the bell, like, and subscribe.